All right, well, welcome and thank you for coming back to the channel today. My name is John Mazzara with Remax Results, and I have a special guest today. I have Nate Reich with Refined Lending. He's going to talk to us about the WISH program, and it's a really unusual, in a good way, down payment assistance program, and he's going to share the details. It's an exclusive to their company and something you won't find anywhere else in the marketplace. So with that, Nate and I are going to have a dialogue, and Nate, please introduce yourself and tell the world about the program.
Sure, John. Thanks for having me. Number one, appreciate your friendship. Again, my name is Nate Reich for Refined Lending, and we are a division of Luminate Bank and Luminate Home Loans here locally in Minneapolis. So it's we're federally chartered, so we are a FDIC insured bank. So we do checking, savings, deposits, CDs, you name it. We manage wealth, we manage money, right? So we're a little different than the somebody that's in mortgage, right? I kind of wear a lot of different hats. John, how long have you been doing real estate?
I've been around for 37 years. I started when I was 21 right out of college. So
Okay.
do about 50 homes a year. I'd love to do more. I'm a sole agent. I don't have a team. And
Sure. That's impressive. That's really impressive. Yeah,
keeps me busy. So
for sure. So, I mean, we have a lot of different products. Being a bank, we can help somebody that's, seasoned in life, have a little bit more, product need in the higher end jumbo world, but we also cater to some first-time homebuyers, as a first-time homebuyer, you need to have three things, right? You need to be a first-time homebuyer, right? You need to have drive to own a home. Not a lot of people do, right? And then you have to have the ability to repay that mortgage somehow, right? So we want to make sure we're putting first-time home buyers in affordable housing, right? That's number one. John, overall, what do you think within a year, how many first-time home buyers do you assist?
I probably assist maybe between 10 and 15 first-time home buyers.
So it's 10 and 15 that actually find a house in this competitive market, right? But you work with a number, very, a large amount of people that just, it's all about timing in life, right? Whether they find a property today, next week, or 1 year, 2 years on. I have clients that I've been working with for 4 years that have a very, very unique situation. It has to be the right school, has to be the right house, has to be the right street. And I think they picked to own a property and they're waiting for it to come up for sale, But like you had mentioned, the first-time homebuyer programs, there are a lot of them. There's a lot of first-time homebuyer programs out there in the market. There are some with equal to the down payment assistance of WISH, which is $29,000. The difference is this is forgiven. It's when you close, you have to stay in the property as an owner occupied of the property for up to 5 years. Every single month, a little bit gets forgiven over the $29,000, and it gets chipped away with, right? Until eventually it's gone. So it's a 4-to-1 match. The funds do not need to be your own. They can be gifted to you from a family member. And that's just the bare, that's the max, right? So if you've got $7,250 of your own down payment, 4-to-1 match is $29,000. So if you combine those together, now you're at $36,500. And in most first-time homebuyers situation, that's 10% down. 10% down. That's life-changing money,
Absolutely.
So the price points, what are you seeing now, John, in certain markets for that first-time home buyer? Like, what do you see?
Yeah, I would say, if they could buy in the 200s, that would be ideal. Of course, that's kind of hard to do. So most first-time buyers are now in the 300s.
Yeah.
I would say that 3 to 4 is actually a starter house now. In certain communities, like Edina, you can't touch a starter for under 500, and that's a fixer-upper.
Oh, so, right. That's the thing. Even new construction homes are starting in the mid 400s, depending on the market, depending on the location. You can go obviously down south, higher up north, and hit those 300, higher 300s. But when you can't build in the 200s or even the middle 300s, it's challenging. So you're right. Inventories are there's a lot of pressure on inventory. How many listings do you say you do a year, John?
I do usually 50-50. So half my business is listings, half of it is with buyers.
That's impressive. That's really good. And you don't have a team, and that's amazing. You to do that much volume, you're a 1%er. I'm not joking. Like, you're doing really good. I've been doing mortgages for just over 20 years now, and this is my first stint where I've worked for independent mortgage companies. I've owned my own wholesale company before. This is my first stint at a bank that allows me to work on behalf of depository, working with, some people's checking and savings and helping them understand how to build wealth with interest earnings. Currently we have a very good savings account here too. It's 4.59 annual percentage yield, and that's APY is what it's called. And there's no minimum balance. So I mean, think about it. People are trying to save money for a house, and they keep putting money into these accounts with certain banks don't pay any interest, or very, very little. The minimum standard is 0.01%.
Wow.
So if you are looking to, build wealth, or, build your savings account a lot quicker, especially a first-time home buyer, it could be or it could even be your kids' accounts, your account, an operating account, any account. It's right now there's a lot of interest being paid with certain banks are paying a lot for their deposits. So that's another way to build equity or build money with cash. So
Mhm. Now, if somebody came to you and wanted to get, on that path but wasn't quite credit ready, what would you do for them so they could get ready and then maybe utilize the WISH program or another DAP or just regular students?
Yeah, credit score is very important when buying a house, right? It's credit scores will range from 850 being the top, and then all the way down to 450. And for first-time home buyers, we like to see the higher scores. We love to see that they pay their bills on time, or maybe it's not even about paying their bills on time. It's just that they've established credit. They know how to pay their bills because they have revolving credit cards or installment loans, and they've made their payments on time. But yeah, credit scores, if you have a lower credit score, a lot of times it's just lack of credit. So establishing credit by opening a Kohl's card or a Target card or something with a small balance, that's where you got to start. And you'll be surprised how quickly your credit score increases. So it's funny in our world that we want you to take out debt to establish credit to give you more, give you more debt,
Exactly.
kind of backwards, but that's the game we play these days. So,
exactly. If you don't want money, everybody wants to give it to you, and you want money, nobody wants to give it to you.
right? Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. I was just talking to another client, and we talk about, is the market available? Is there a refinance market? And time is everything there too. So I was talking about just recently with a family that came in. They had roughly $50,000 in credit card debt, 29% interest on their credit cards, 29%. So refinancing into an affordable rate is also available, John. So I mean, the equity has never been as high as it is today, depending on your market in your home. So there's a lot of ways to utilize an existing house to get caught up, because inflation is inflation. It's affecting a lot of families. So
very true, very true. Yeah, those $6 eggs, I'm glad to see are back down to around $2 to $2.50 to $3. But yeah, it's out there.
Well, they were laid by Golden Goose. Yeah. No, that's great, John. Obviously, there's the path here for first-time home buyers. It's quite easy. You can apply online for the grant. First, we approve you for the mortgage, then we approve you for the grant. There's federal down payment assistance. There's county and state, as well as there's build wealth down payment assistance that are privately funded. So there's a lot of different programs out there right now. So again, we'll find one that fits your needs. And we also carry, John, I didn't mention this before, but we have Luminate Path. It's 100% financing for first-time home buyers. So that's if they don't have, money to put down for the 4-to-1 match WISH program. So we have the ability to do 100% financing.
Wow.
So that's something that's new to and unique to Luminate Home Loans, which is Refined Lending, is a division of the Luminate Home Loan. So it's a new program. There's no income limits. You technically don't have to be a first-time home buyer. And those two things alone separate it from every other down payment assistance program in the market.
So no income requirements. Is that a conventional loan? Is that a proprietary product?
It's FHA and USDA. So it's a government-based, government-backed loan.
Okay. And what is the cap rate now on that FHA loan for that product?
loan amount,
Yes.
depending on the county. So it really depends on the county. So
Okay.
that's the other thing too. First time home buyers, you'll be surprised with, I'm licensed in 48 states. And so we have high balance states for first time home buyers where they're in the 500s, but that payment still gets, you still have to have an affordable payment. So again, we pretty much have a loan product and a loan limit that fits just about everybody's needs here locally in the Twin Cities.
Nice. Well, I did a wish loan with your company last year. That's how I got introduced to you folks, is the billboards and all the marketing that was out there, and it worked extremely well. The buyer purchased a condo, was able to utilize, at that time it was a little over 25,000, I believe, from Wish, and then $50,000 from Edina, and we were able to stack them. And my goodness, 75 grand that the gentleman was able to utilize. What a deal!
It
So
is, yeah. And John, that's your market. John, you are known for Edina. You are, I mean, if anyone is listening today that is thinking about buying in Edina, St. Louis Park, Bloomington, the surrounding areas, you're the guy. You have your boots around the ground. I mean, that's really impressive.
yeah, I live here. I've lived here in Edina for 35 years. I work both sides of the river. But I actually grew up in South St. Paul till I moved to Eden Prairie. And then after high school, then, went to St. John's after that, then moved to Edina. And I've been here ever since. But have car will travel, have computer.
Yeah.
I'm able to utilize all the results offices. So one office is the same as the other for me. I go and go.
Sure. Well, that's one of the beauties with Remax is you can plug and play into any location they have.
Yeah.
It's a very good opportunity for you and any advisor there.
Yes.
But you're right. Your service area is quite large, which is great. It allows you to help any client, whether they're buying or selling. So that's why you've got some sustainability in this market.
Right. Yeah. So tell us, Nate, if somebody wanted to meet with your company, would they meet with you directly, or would you help them find another loan officer within your company, or are you the face of the company from this video that somebody should reach out to, or how should we direct people that way?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, if it's referral based, obviously I'm always available. I do originate still. We have a staff of just under 40 employees here that can help out. If it's, for example, the WISH program, rlwish.com, you can apply online. We have capable, obviously willing and able to help loan officers that want to assist, whether it's myself or someone here on the staff. It's try to not get too far in the weeds. I wear a lot of hats here, but I'm always here trying to help advise even the loan officers with unique situations that come about, because their lives are challenging. Some people are not, everyone's different, right? So
Right.
There's different programs for so many different scenarios. So
Well, one thing that really impressed me about you and your company is your accessibility. So I reached out to you a couple of times by email, and I literally got a response back within, I'm going to say 6 hours. It was probably like an hour, but I'll just say 6 hours. So it was super responsive, and I know you're running the company and all the people. So that is difficult to do in and of itself, and then to be responsive. Same with phone calls, same with everything. So that's a big kudos to you that you are hands-on. And so if a buyer reached out or a client had a question, if you were able to help, I know that you would, or you would find them the right individual that could help them. And
yeah, we do our best, right? And it was a good work-life balance, of course, but accountability and communication, that's one thing. Like you can't get training on communication. You know what I mean? You either have it or you don't, and you want to respond as quickly as possible. So I try to that's some of the value add, just like you, John. Same response for you. You're pushing content out. Like today, not a lot of people get in front of a camera, and hats off to you to continue your path. You've got some really good habits and some milestones that you're making.
So, yeah, I enjoy this. I enjoy having interviews and bringing value to clients. So if you're watching this, you can reach out to me if you're in the Twin Cities. I would love to help you. If you need a referral outside of the Twin Cities, I just helped the client sell their lake home. I made a referral up by Lake Mille Lacs and another one down in Texas. So I'm just licensed in Minnesota and Wisconsin, but we can certainly find you a Remax agent within the world, actually. And then Nate, you finance 48 states. So
Yeah.
You're able to do it directly or indirectly the same way. So that's much nicer than, let's say, another company that might have just a small local footprint that can't do your needs. Because sometimes people buy second homes in Florida or Arizona or
Oh, yeah.
Utah, whatever, Nevada, and then they have to go find somebody else where they would really rather do the loan with somebody they, know, like, and trust. And that's the nice part about national lending, federally chartered like yourself, is you can
Yeah.
do it. So they don't have to go find somebody they don't know. They can work with somebody they right down the street. So
Yeah, and we can house, checking, savings, deposits, and build that relationship with our clients.
yeah.
And take care of their owner occupied property here, their primary residence. And then I always say Florida is southern Minnesota
Hmm.
because it's you just,
In
it's
Naples, right? It's like,
Naples. Yeah, exactly,
I know.
right. It's and so and obviously Arizona, Texas, the warmer states, warmer climates, right? So it's great to be able to help every client, every state, and just be along for the ride and just enjoy their excitement. And yeah, it's definitely we're blessed in our positions to be able to help as many clients as we do. So
Yeah.
so
So if you have a mortgage question, Nate's your guy. If you have a real estate question, call me up, email us, where we would love to help you. Nate, is there anything else that I haven't asked you today that in this video that you would like to share and let the world know about yourself and your company and how you can help them?
Sure. Yeah, it's Refined Lending's a very new company still. We were established in 2018, but we have years of experience. Most of the staff here is 10 to 15, 20 years experience. It's not our first rodeo. We've gone through a lot of different markets. Whether and that's in, when I say markets, a lot of different interest rate markets. Being national, like you said, John, it allows us to continue our path and scale our company. And it's we're looking for referrals. We're looking for people that are in need of help, and so we do a lot for charity. We do a lot for our veterans. So and we are our local heroes, which is police, nurses, as well as teachers. So hats off to all of them. 4th of July is right around the corner.
There you go.
Depending on when you post this, it could be after that. So
Right.
I'd like to say, yeah, if depending on when you get this out there, John, happy 4th of July weekend. And it's
Yeah,
independent.
thank you. Yeah, I hope to get it out this weekend myself. That's when depending on what happens, you're on call 24/7. So right now I have the time on Saturday, but that could change in a minute.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
that's when I plan to get it up on there. Another question, just real briefly. So you are a new organization, you are growing. And so if somebody watching this is a loan officer that's productive and can add value and is looking for more product and maybe a wider blueprint to be able to share, like you do have the unique program that only you can bring to the marketplace. And if another loan officer wanted to be able to market that because they don't have access to it, are you open to hearing from, qualified individuals that are producers, to join your team?
Yeah, we definitely are. We're looking for, experienced. At this time, we're not bringing on somebody brand new or green to the industry,
Sure.
but we are looking for someone that is experienced, bilingual. We're building a very good platform of a core group of people here, and continuing to, I think the strategic plan is to continue to grow inside of the metro into other states. We are in other locations because of licensing, but brick mortar, that'd be nice to expand into other markets too. But thank you, John, for the shout out there. Yeah, we're always open to looking at new opportunities and connecting with the right people. So
Yep. Awesome. Well, Nate, thank you for taking the time today. I'm going to have in the below the video, I'm going to have both of our contact information. So you can call us, email us, visit our websites. We're available when we're not on recordings like this or on phone calls. We're responsive, and we would love to help you. So thank you today for taking the time, Nate. And I'm going to end this video right about now.
all right, thanks, John.